Smash Factor.
Ripping driver, going for it.
Oh my goodness.
How about that tee shot?
That is crazy how far that is.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
That's an aggressive line. That is beyond long.
Look at this, he's just driven the green. He has just driven the green.
I guess hello world, huh?
Welcome everybody to the Smash Factor for the 2022 President's Cup. Always a fun week. I guess this will be our third time that we've had the 2019 President's Cup and the 2021 Ryder Cup, where DraftKings had the what they call Cup mode. So it's Captain Showdown structure, but it goes for the whole tournament. So first, this will be a shorter pod. I'm just going to go over the basics, kind of get it out there. A lot of it's really going to come down to, storytelling, kind of like a showdown for football, all that. It is late Monday night. Not late. Bills just went to halftime. Eagles and Vikings are getting going. I fly out, have a work conference, fly out tomorrow morning, and I'll get back around midnight Thursday night. So we'll be in and out this week. Obviously, all the premium stuff will still be posted. If you'd like to join the site, a good week to do it. You get to try out you could try out my tool that I built for this. I built it back in 2019. Makes it a little more easier, I think, to digest what could happen, how that plays out, what are some good pairings, how can you construct a roster if you think X happens or Y happens. Use Smash, 20% off, 7-day risk-free trial. So if you want to simply just join it to use the tool, that's worth it. Hopefully you enjoy more of that and you stay around. If not, you can hit cancel anytime and you never get charged in the first 7 days. If you have already been a member, that doesn't apply. So you have to be the first time you're signing up. Just want to make that clear because I have had a couple people have that happen to them. So like I said, Cup Captain mode, captain's worth 1.5 times points, but their salary costs 1.5 times the amount of the base price. You got two teams of 12 guys between the USA and the international. The base salary ranges go from $4,000 to $10,600. There's 30 matches overall over 4 days, 18 team matches, 12 single matches. Each golfer must play at least one team, and they all play the individual, obviously. So they have to play at least one team event. You can play all five. We saw that in 2019, speaking of the President's Cup. So the format for this is day one will be 5 teams, 4-ball. So there'll be 5 matches. You have the 4-ball match. Day 2, 5 matchups, foursome. Day 3, you will have AM will be 4 teams, 4-ball. PM will be 4 teams, foursome, which 4-ball is best ball, foursome is alternate shot. And then day 4 will be 12 single matches. So Ryder Cup's only 3 days. President's Cup is 4. Pricing and teams. So we'll start. If you have my tool, you can just get on there and it does it all for you, basically. So all those formats are already built in for you. USA, we got Scheffler, Cantley, Xander, JT, Homa, Burns, Finau, Morikawa, Spieth, Young, Horschel, and Kisner. So Scotty is 10-6, Cantley's 10-2, Xander's 10, JT's 9-6, Homa's 9-2, Burns 8-8, Finau 8-2, Morikawa 7-8, Spieth 7, Young 6-6, Horschel 5-8, and Kisner 5-flat. International, we got Matsu, who's 8,400, Sungjae 7,400, Connor 6,200, Scott 6,000, Tom Kim, good to see him there, 5,600, Bezadenhout 5,400, Si Woo 5,200, Cam Davis 4,800, Mito 4,600, Pendrith 44, Cage Lee 42, Munoz 4,000. Obviously, DraftKings price it kind of like the betting odds are that USA will run away with this thing, which is fine, but you still have to be able to build the team, right, in the right pricing And projecting the matches is probably the biggest key. I know at the Ryder Cup, I want to say it was DJ and Morikawa was kind of my core that week. And so you can have both players on your 6-man team. Obviously, let's say, I think that week Morikawa was significantly less priced than DJ. So I have Morikawa as a captain, DJ in the flex in a lot of builds. So this week, it's really hard to do a lot. Tuesday and Wednesday mean a lot because we'll kind of see who's practicing with who, get a better idea. We know Cantley and Xander will be together and probably play 5 matches, at least 4 minimum. So, but that's the reason they're 10-2 and 10. Let's just say we kind of got a feeling or something like it's Scheffler Finau, or maybe it's Scheffler Cam Young for some reason. Well, you put Cam Young in the captain and Scheffler in your flex, you get the same points for the cheaper combo of those two. If you thought they were going to be paired together and stay together the whole time, doesn't mean it'll happen. JT and Spieth normally like to play together with each other. Spieth 7,000, JT 9,600. You don't have to play both the guys in your lineup, but if you think they're going to be a mega team, then I think it's kind of wise to try to go about that route. Especially this week, a lot of people like to do 1 to 3 max type stuff. They're not, MMEing. So really getting down to what team do you think will dominate and how those pairings happen. Because they priced Cantley and Xander the way they did, it'll be tough to. I'm interested to see, do people still want to go with that duo, knowing it's almost a lock that they're going to play together? Can they play well? They've done well in the past, stuff like that. Really kind of interested to see where Scheffler gets partnered with, because I think he has a potential playoff 5. I think him and Finau would make a good team, but I have no idea. That's what we kind of reading and listening to who's going out. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. That kind of stuff is important. In 2019, USA had 3 guys that played all 5 matches: Cantley, X, and JT. International had 5 guys, so that is something to maybe keep in the back of our heads. Is even though the international, probably big underdogs, much cheaper, and there will be a few of them that play all 5 just because of probably talent level and expectation. Someone like Matsu, Sung Jae, maybe even Connor, Scott, somewhere in that realm. That year it was Benyon, Answer, Sung Jae, Leishman, and Adam Scott played all 5. USA had 7 guys play 4, so they mixed and matched it pretty fairly and let everybody play. Only one guy played 3, and that was Tiger. Which was, I don't remember if it was a little bit, because that's the year he won. Oh, excuse me. That's the year he won the Masters. So I don't think he had injuries. I can't remember, but he only played 3. Everybody else played at least 4. So it's really kind of on the USA side, getting who's going to do well, because almost everybody's playing 4 or 5. And then Cantley and X was huge that year as well. I could see like Kisner, Horschel, maybe Cam Young only playing 3, but this track should set up well for Cam Young. So he's kind of my wall. I'd love to play him a lot. We just have to see if we think he gets to 4 matches or not. International had 3 play 4, 3 play 3, and 1 only played 2 matches. So he played the minimum. Played 1 team. I think it was Hao Tong Lee, and then the individual. So a little more spread out, a little more top heavy on international there. Does that mean it's going to be like that this year? Not necessarily, but certainly something to think about. As far as like strategy for me, I think, again, not a lot to do until you can get on the tool. It basically allows you to create the matchups that you think will happen, especially day 2 through 4. At some point, we'll know the day 1 matches, so you can plug those in. And I think your captain has to come from day 1, because you got to have a good feeling that someone out of those first 5 are probably be paired together, probably play at least 4, if not 5 matches. And it just gives that a little bit better floor than what we think about. And you got to feel they're going to do well, go 3-1, 2-2. And you think they're going to win their individual match. That's a big key there. Defining your mega team or player. JT would kind of, because he was with Tiger, but when Tiger rested, I can't remember who he paired up with. So someone like that could float, maybe a big deal for us. I think that's something to keep our eye on. How do we get different from Cantley and X if everybody's going to go that route? Is it we find someone to put at captain and then play Cantley X both at flex? I don't know. That's something we'll have to play back and forth with as we get through the next 2 days. And then I think, understanding who you think can do well in that individual setting on Sunday, day 4, will be crucial in making your final lineup outside of the mega team type stuff. Do you need to play a certain number of players from each team? No, but it doesn't have to be 4-2, 5-1 USA, because you could have guys that score really well in a close match and lose, but they're cheap. Like, let's say like a Tom Kim, a Cam Davis, 4,600. These guys are really cheap. If they could sneak into 4 matches at that price, maybe go 2-2 with some really close ones, that could be enough to fill that lineup and make, be viable option. You're going to have to stomach some low price guys. So unless we kind of get a feeling that we think a lot of people are going to play 4, and then can we go balance? Can we figure that out? A lot of inexperienced guys here, especially with the guys that went to live, that left a lot of holes on the international team. So a lot of first timers, mix and matching definitely is going to be important. At the end of the day, we have 25 of the 30 matches is what we'll know or will be unknown. So we only will know 5, come Wednesday night when we're building or whatever, for sure. 5 on each side doesn't mean anything. There's still 25 matches we got to kind of think about. To me, the bigger deal is like in the tool, you can, once you put your projections in and then your predictions of who wins each match, that kind of stuff, the tool does everything for you. You can kind of see, okay, who's worth spinning up for, who's not, where's the value at, if they can do, a 2-2 type deal, especially on the international side. That kind of does it all for you, and really can't do a lot until we get a good grasp on who are the 20 that are going to go out there day 1, and of those 20, who do we think have legitimate shots at playing all 5 matches, and are they guaranteed to be partnered? Is it we're pretty confident it'll be Cantley and X. Is Spieth and JT going to be together this time, the whole time since Tiger isn't around? Is it going to be a surprise team like a Max Homa and Morikawa? Is Scheffler going to be with Morikawa? Who's Finau going to be with? He's relatively priced low, and so is Morikawa, 7,000. If it's Morikawa Scheffler, we think I'm just spitballing here, 7,800. Sorry, for Morikawa, that's pretty good savings to put Morikawa in the captain spot, and let's see what we can build outside of there. So, all that said, there's a lot to go through. The way they score, I guess just to go by that before we wrap it up. So 3 points for a hole's won, 0.75 for a half. If you lose a hole, it's negative 0.75. Holes not played, 1.6 bonus. Match 1, you get 5 points. If you have a match, 2 each. 3-hole bonus, which is like the birdie streak, which you can get 1 per match, is 5 points. If you don't lose any holes, so you win them all or tie, 7.5 bonus. So the scoring's built into my tool that I did. So all you have to do is just pick who you think is going to win and be in the matchups, and it does all that for you. And I sent it out to the premium members tonight, so you guys can check that out. If you have questions, hit me up, Slack or Twitter. Be traveling pretty much all day tomorrow, but I'll be around. I'll have my computer with me doing stuff, researching, getting ready, obviously, NFL week 3, college football week 4. But this is fun. I like the President's Cup. There's some good contests out there. A lot of people kind of punt it. We've done well the last 2, so I'm looking forward to it. A short pod because there's not a lot of strategy outside of what I just talked about. That's kind of all the basics, and then we'll get into who do we think is going to pair up and that kind of stuff. I may try to do another pod if I get a chance. If not, we'll update everything through the site as usual. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday Night Football and your Monday night, and a great week. Looking forward to everything this week. Lots going on. Remember, use SMASH, 20% off, includes a 7-day risk-free trial. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.